Hey everyone, this is Borvok. Gonna do a quick review of Sonic the Hedgehog issue number 18. I guess it's Sonic the Hedgehog versus the victims of the metal virus. Look at that. Look at that lettering. That looks so, like, indie. It's crazy. Um, just got so much kind of, like, attitude. Almost looks like it was colored in crayon or something. Well, let's hop right in. Basically, this issue is proving me wrong. When this arc started, I was a doubter, but I'm a true believer now. And you can see right here, it starts out with Cream the Rabbit, which is a little kid character if you're not familiar with the Sonic the Hedgehog mythos or cast of characters. And basically, she has a picture here that says Map by Cream. And she's drawn out the characters and the map and the locations and who's been infected or affected by the virus, and like the whole Windmill Village is crossed off. Kind of makes me wonder, like, it almost feels like we can kind of get to know where the layout, where things are in this new IDW universe of Sonic the Hedgehog, somewhat in relation to each other, at least as seen through the eyes of a child. She's even got a little heart after her name. You got, like, Charmy's gone, the Seaside City's gone, Windmill Village is gone, but she still signs her name with a heart, and she puts in all the pretty colors. This is good stuff. I like how we have, like, Tails' workshop. Looks like it does in... What is this? Is this Sonic Battle, I think? And this one is... Is that Sonic Adventure? Or maybe... what's the other one? Maybe Sonic Boom Rise of... No, not Rise of Lyric. The BioWare game. I don't know. But this is fantastic. This has so much character. So what's been going on in this storyline is Dr. Eggman. Well, let me start out this way. The reason I was doubting this whole turn of events, this whole arc, is that 18 issues ago, the then continuity, the Archie comic Sonic book was canceled due to all kinds of issues at Archie and copyright and lawsuits and stuff like that. At least that's what we're guessing. Nobody knows for sure, but I mean, what else could it be? And a part of the whole mythos of the Archie book was this thing where Dr. Eggman, it was a robotization. Dr. Eggman, the villain, could take capture one of these characters, put them in a machine. It would turn them into a robot that was obedient and loyal to him. And so robotization was a big deal. Stuff happened with Archie. Archie lost the license. IDW gets the license. They go through a couple story arcs. They're not going to give us the old continuity back. They're not giving us the Archie characters back, at least not now. They've said they're not currently going to do that. But they turn around and they give us what at first seems like just another roboticization under a different name. So I'm like, what are you doing? You're telling us that you're not giving us back the Archie stuff, you're not giving us back the characters, and yet you're immediately dipping right back into roboticization. I was wrong. I was so wrong. And we'll see that as we get into the book. So it starts out, Dr. Eggman, is his name Dr. Starline? I think that's it. Well, let's go over here. Yeah, he's a doctor, Dr. Starline. There's Cream the Rabbit. She's the one who drew this map here. If you're not familiar with Sonic, you can kind of get an idea there. Dr. Starline is kind of wondering why Dr. Eggman is just infecting this small town. Because what's different about this from roboticization is this is basically a zombie virus. This does kind of metallify, I guess, any organic matter it comes into contact with. But then that status basically spreads by touch. So you can affect others by touching them, which is which is an entirely new thing. That makes this kind of a zombie outbreak. And there's a backdoor for all these people can be saved because it's a children's book, so these people aren't dead, but you don't want to be infected. They're as good as dead if a cure isn't found or something. They're mindless slaves, drones basically. Eggman dumped the virus on this town, and Dr. Starline, who worships Dr. Eggman, doesn't understand, this is a remote town. You can tell by the drawing here. By the way, great art by Tracy Yardley, who to me is Sonic comic art. The guy is just fantastic. He and Ian Flynn both come over from the Archie book, which was fantastic as well. But Dr. Starline doesn't get, why are you attacking this town? There's hardly anyone here. Dump it in a city. Dump the infection in the city, and you've got like tens of thousands more people, whatever these animal people used to be called Mobians in the Archie books, but they don't call them that in this book. We don't know what they call them. I'm just going to say Mobians for now. The Mobians, tens of thousands of more Mobians in the city. Why not infect as many as you can and have them spread? And Dr. Eggman said, well, that's because there's a lot of people in this town that Sonic cares about, and he's going to do everything he can to save them. That gives us the advantage. Which is an interesting take. Meanwhile, one of those people that Sonic cares about is Cream the Rabbit and her mom. As soon as I saw her on the front of the cover, though, by the way. Oh, I didn't notice Cream is right there, too, but Cream's mom really stands out. Cream is a lot smaller. I was like, oh, this is going to be a good issue. Who did the cover, by the way? I don't know. Anyway. So they're barricading the door. This is serious for a children's, Sonic the Hedgehog book. I do love the paneling here. The railing comes like off the, out of the panel. And here we're introducing Cream, and we've got a pink background in the gutters. That's fantastic. Cream wants to go out and help the people. Her mom is responsible and says, no, you're not going to go help the townspeople who are being... I guess they're calling them. Okay, that's one criticism. They're calling, when you get infected, you become a zombot, a zombie robot. I hate the zombot. Whatever. Okay, so she wants to go save the people. They don't have a means by which to save the people, so she sends out the robot G-Merle, who I guess I never played Sonic Battle. I think that's where he comes from. I didn't know he was associated with Cream or staying with Cream, but I guess he is. So she sends him to go out and kind of help the people who are uninfected as much as possible. Meanwhile, we get this kind of reveal that the Zombots over time are no longer reacting to Eggman's commands. So he zombified them. They follow his every command, but then after they've been infected for a while, they just start rampaging, which kind of gives me an idea of where the story might be leading. They've got a graph to show that. Dr. Starline is almost kind of chastising his role model, Dr. Eggman, evil role model, for not planning ahead of this, and Eggman just says, we'll figure it out as we go, which, never ends up working out for him. That's interesting. We're seeing some, as far as we've seen in this book so far, basically, Eggman hasn't lost yet. He lost before the book started, and then everything has been about him coming back, and this is really his first big thing after he's come back and regained his memory, I think, in Starline. We've only seen him succeed, and we've only seen Starline worship him. So it's interesting to see this kind of rift in their relationship. Meanwhile, Sonic is helping the citizens as much as he can. He's been infected, but since he's super fast, Sonic, the fastest thing alive, if you've seen the old cartoon, he can basically run off the infection. G-Merle intercepts him and says that he's a threat because he's almost 100% infected. He's going to start turning on everyone. Sonic has a quick argument with him. Sonic wants to stay and help. He doesn't want to run away. And they actually explain it. That was a really good explanation, I think. In order to run off the infection, he can't just run in place. He can't just do, do donuts. He can't just, whatever, spin dash in place. That's not fast enough. He has to run. So he has, if he can either help the townspeople, which will infect him and actually cause him to become a danger to those same townspeople, or he can run away to run off the infection to reduce his own infection and become less of a danger to the townspeople while also being unable to help them. These are stakes. So as he's arguing with G. Merle, he's actually getting more and more infected. G. Merle finally talks him into, just running away, run off your infection, and then come back. Meanwhile, G. Merle is holding off the Zombots. Cream has to come out and chastise him and say, these Zombots are victims. You can't use lethal force. And she kind of explains it in a really childish way, which is really in character. But then G. Merle kind of accepts it or understands it in a very robotic, logical way, which is also very in character. Logical error, Zombots. So he's arguing about it. She finally talks him into, using non-lethal force. And she's happy about that. And that's the way he understands it. New mission parameters accepted. Only non-lethal force authorized. Delay, detain, disable, do not destroy. Which is not at all what she said. But he's able to read between the lines and understand, the logic of her childish, more emotional explanation of what she needs him to do. So Cream finds out that her mom is under attack. She runs back in. And oh man, this is super intense. The Chow, which are these little creatures who are not very powerful. Cream is very close to them, and look at that expression on her face. They basically sacrifice themselves to protect Cream's mom and Cream, and they both get infected. Dude, I cannot say how, this is intense for what this book is. This is crazy. So they're infected. They're going to start attacking people. This cute little, their bow ties are infected as well. So Sonic gives the whole pep talk. He says, I need you to be brave, Cream. I need you to be strong. The Chow, which, again, these guys, they would want you to be strong and be brave and help people. And Sonic comes out and he puts the Chow under glass because they can fly. All of the citizens are on the ground. He can kick them around. He can do fight them. But these things flying around, what's he gonna do? So he traps them under glass. It's so cute. And then a teaser for the next issue. But Sonic goes on fighting, and we get a teaser that the Chow are actually breaking out of the glass. And that there closes the issue. Next issue we get. Does it say what part this is in the arc? Where does it say? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but next we're going to get the Team Dark, which is Shadow and Omega and Rouge. That's what happens here at the very end. The citizens who can escape, and Sonic is called off to help somewhere else in the city. What is this? Sunset City. Okay, so Sonic's called off to Sunset City, and that's where next issue is going to take place. And dang, this is awesome. I love this arc. Good stuff. I thought love was only true in fairy tales, and then for someone else, I'm gonna get. My channel isn't monetized. What do I care? But now I'm a believer. This is great stuff. So looking forward to next issue. I gotta wait a whole month for it, But if you're a Sonic fan, definitely pick this up. If you're not a Sonic fan, but you're into, like, you know, all ages books that are appropriate for children, but still engaging and with colorful, fun characters that adults can enjoy too, high recommend from me. I'm super biased. I'm a super Sonic the Hedgehog fan, but take that for what it's worth. This gets a high recommendation from me. But let me know what you guys think, and let me add that I think more comics should be like this. I think we create this false dichotomy where something is either for kids or for adults. I grew up on a lot of quote unquote adult stuff that was acceptable for children with layered sort of maturity. Because the secret is all kids want to be adults. All kids idolize adults, want to become adults. And so you can create your fiction. There's this idea that fiction for children can only be about kids, and that's not true. You just need to not have stuff that would be offensive or objectionable for kids, which again does rule out some stories that are worth telling. You can't do everything in a you know, a story that's okay for children. But there's a lot you can do, and that doesn't necessarily mean sacrificing, you know, the adult interest as well. So this book is fantastic. Ian Flynn deserves credit for it. Tracy Yardley deserves credit. Everyone involved here. Leonardo Ito, colors, lettered by Sean Lee, assistant editor Megan Brown, and editor David Marriott. I'm going to say everything wrong. Isn't that the name of a hotel? I don't know. But yeah, this is a great book. That's what I think. But let me know what you think. If anything you saw here interested you, go ahead and pick up the issue for yourself. You can read it word by word, panel by panel, and page by page instead of having to rely on my review. And to do that, you'll probably want to find your local comic shop where you can pick this up. You can do so online, do a search. You can find a comic shop near you. If there is no comic shop near you that you can drive to conveniently, there are shops you can find online that will ship to you. You can support a local comic shop, even if it's not local to you. And if you prefer to read digitally, that's always an option, of course, and you can do that through Comixology or Amazon. Support what you love. I highly encourage that. That's the best way to guarantee that the things you love will continue to exist, for you to continue to love them and enjoy them. And I think, is there anything else I usually say? I think that's it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Agree, disagree. I will talk to you there. Sorry, this is a long video, but I'm a little hyped. This was good. I like this. I'm forgetting the grading. Okay, let's put this in. It's gonna be a long video. Opening up. Slide it in. Have I talked about recently? My comic shop does these. I love these bag and board things because the bags are self-adhesive. There's a little sticky strip that goes along here, and so you just close the bags. Some of the bags you have to tape, but these are really nice. Okay. So what do I want to do? I'm so tempted. I think we might unlock the highest grade level. The highest you've seen so far is a green sticker. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, guys. Double green sticker. The highest rating invented by man, or at least by me, for this show, is a double green sticker. So that's what I think. Here's the rating system, really, if you want to know. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the comment section. Thanks for your patience, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.